It's still raining? I can't tell. See, construction guys. Well, it doesn't appear to be raining. It's actually a wonderful night. Oh my god. Man, Everclear makes me feel like there's gravel or sandpaper or something in my throat.
Hi, I'm Daria. Go to hell.
I mean, alcohol is a big part of my video making process. Alright. For some reason, earlier, I kind of felt like I had to have like some encyclopedic knowledge of Croculars. Like I had to finish it. I haven't finished it. I actually finished season 5 and now I'm on season 6. But like I thought I had to finish it to like do an honest to God review and do like character analysis and psychoanalysis of the show as a whole and shit. But I figured, fuck that. But never before, let me tell you, never before have I actually found a piece of written media, honest to God, have I seen somebody match my level of cynicism, self-loathing, and self-referential existential nihilism. That's what it is, really. You know? Why are you reading this? Then you say, oh, I know why I'm reading this. Do you trust yourself? Do you know that what you know is what you know? Because you don't. You don't know anything. You're an ignoramus. The jump cut is here to stay. I'm not like William Burroughs, you know? He was coddled all his life. He survived the Depression by virtue of being so wealthy that his family just tanked the international bank crisis. And then he was coddled all his life, right? He went and moved to a lot of places. He did a bunch of stupid shit. But the whole time his family got his back, and his family was bailing him out of any potential trouble he could have gotten. To his credit, it takes a special kind of crazy to do all the shit that he did and come out living at the end of it. I mean, part of it was luck, but also that motherfucker lived to 80 years old. Like, with all the shit he pulled and all the fucking things he did, like, that is, if not an accomplishment, a marvel of nature. Another one of the motifs, I ain't gonna say themes, of Kate Wurtz's work is like 2000s or like late 90s, 2000s nostalgia, which I get, right? I mean, I didn't live through that period of time. I was born. And I'm definitely not living vicariously. Oh, good point. Good point. Another reason I like Kate Wurtz's work is it's kind of shoddy. It's kind of, well, to be perfectly honest, it's barely coherent. Incredibly difficult to parse and built on a foundation of twigs. Like, I am fully confident that if more than 10 or 12 people tried to access the lamezone.net site of hers at once, it would crash and become completely unusable after that. I still wonder if, like, any longtime Croculars fans could tell me how long they've actually been waiting for the Croculars finale. Because apparently it's been a pretty long time. I mean, I ain't going anywhere. I don't know how long it'll actually take me to finish it. As it stands, it's been literal years since I started, and I'm still barely halfway through. Okay, anyway. God, the moon's gone. That's awful. But anyway, it's punk. It's pulp. It's very lowbrow. I believe that's how she described it in her interview. It's highbrow concepts expressed through very lowbrow medium and kind of a spoof on lowbrow images. God, there's somebody walking their dog. Excuse me for a moment. What's the point of this whole debacle? Do I want you to read Crow Killers and get invested in the Crow Killer brand? Purchase all of the associated Crow Killers merchandise via Lemon and the Crow Killers t-shirts and hats, as well as Crow Killers Funko Pop and bobbleheads. The collectible Crow Killers trading card game. No. I guess not. But if I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I gotta say, the Crow Killers did kind of jump the shark. It was jumping the shark. Does it know the meaning of jumping the shark? And the dream of Crow Killers. I have no muscle mass, except on my legs. But the original creative vision was stunted for the sake of mass appeal and approval ratings among focus groups. We were all fools. Ignoramuses. What did we know? What did we know? Really? Do we know things? Let's find out. You know, this one time I met a homeless guy at this park or this playground or something. And it turns out he's pretty cool. Like, I told my friend about it, and my friend fucking, like, freaked out. And he's like, he gave you weed? I said, he offered it to me, and I said, I accepted. My friend was like, dude, you don't believe we do. I was like, you know, in retrospect, I see how it sounds, but... And it sounds a little arrogant when I say it, but I really am a pretty decent judge of character when I care to be. This was you know, like 2 a.m. I was at the park and this guy was there. I think at first I berated him or whatever, but I mean we got to chatting, and apparently he wants to write a book, right? Like, he knows about taking apart and building computers, and he wants to do some, like, I think it's mostly like building computers. I don't think he's interested in coding and shit, but so what I did was I got on my bike. You can't see it, but that's my bike. I got on my bike. I biked home. I went home. I was like, Dad. Of course, my breath smelled like weed. I was like, Dad. He's like, what? He's always up. He was like up there and working. I was like, Dad, there's this homeless guy at the park. We got to give him some shit. He was like, what the fuck? I was like, Dad, bring the canvas, bring the tents and the food and stuff. So I gave him a sleeping bag. I gave him some canned food. I gave him a tent, and I gave him my old boots that I went to camp. But upon further inspection of the car, it turns out I left one boot in the car, and I didn't actually give it to him. So I felt like shit after that, and I never saw him again. And so what I did is I just kept the boot in my fucking bag here, and that's where he lives. It's my burden. It's my boot burden. Where would I recommend you start reading Kate vs. Well, I'll recommend Crow Killers Season 1 and 2. Those are the seasons in which they're most coherent. I would also suggest Lane Zines 1 and 2. There's some of her earlier work, so they're a little more psychotic. Sometimes I kill a jackal and suck out all the blood. Steal myself a station wagon, driving it to the mine. As well as a number of her other stories. However, the place where I actually started I read Ass Castle and a number of her other assorted earlier comics. So that's kind of a good starting point. Many Crow Killers fans, upon learning that you share their interests, will quiz you incessantly on every single facet and artifact of information regarding their favorite Crow Killer franchise. When this happens, simply tell them to fuck off and die. And they will accept you and regard you as a hardcore Crow Killers fan yourself. Bring the phone up to that sky. It's mesmerizing. I was in high school, I told my track and cross country buddies. Imagine we're sitting upside down, gazing into the bottomless abyss of space. And sometimes I imagine myself falling upward into the infinite expanse of the universe. And there is nothing below. And still, though my pain is so great, the sparkle in my eye gone gray. Still, I gaze up at the sky. In my godlessness, I pray. I pray to the heavens. Oh, there is no heaven or hell for me. I gaze upon the sky. And I want to be free. Okay, I just found this now. I don't know what this is. Here's a link if you want it, but it's just like Crow Killer's fan site. I guess it's cool. Never seen this before.
don't know what the fuck this is. Y'all gonna have to tell me